Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the video. I'm GetGoodGuy, as you can see on screen. These are my stats. People ask me about my stats, so I'm just going to throw this up for you guys right at the start of the video so you understand. You don't have to go and ask in the comments now. It's done. And, and today is not an exciting one, because today is a settings video. This is only going to be for people that specifically want this, and it's for settings on console, because I've been asked so much recently. I'm going to do it, but if you're on PC, this probably won't help you, most of it. And if you're after gameplay, well, I've got stuff. I'll link it in the description, but I've got something if you want to see me do a stupid challenge. What the balls? If you want to see me do a weapon rundown, there's that. I tried the aperture sight, and they just weren't right for me either. But I knew I wanted some form of magnification. So there's stuff in the description and my pinned comments if you want to see it. But today, I'm going to run you through console settings. This is what I use. It works for me very well. Some of it you guys will have to tinker for yourselves, see what works, but this is mine. If I leave something out that you deem as being important, I apologise, but I can only go with what I think is important. So, let's kick this right off. Don't want this to take too long. Invert vertical look. I have this off. If you want it on, cool. Basically, if you press up, it will look down. If you press down, it will look up. If you have it uninverted. If you have it on mine, if you look up, it will look up. Got it? Here is my soldier aim sensitivity and my soldier zoom aim sensitivity. These are things you're going to have to work out, people. One is when you're just looking around. The other one is when you're aimed in looking around. You know what I mean. You got to find what's good for you, but people always ask me what I use, so there's that. I have the normal settings for sprinting, I have it hold for zooming, steady scope hold, all the normal stuff. I put vehicle aim sensitivity on the same as my soldier one, leave that, and then invert vertical flight I've got off. This is on as standard, so if you try and fly a plane and it makes no sense to you going up and down, it's because that's on. Make sure you turn it off. Alright, unless you like to play with it vertical, obviously, that's fine. We'll go across to control schemes, and the only thing I changed is I put soldier buttons on alternate. I do that because I want to slide with my right stick and melee with my B button. Some people don't like that, I do, because I've used that in all first-person shooters pretty much. I like to slide with my stick so that I can easily slide and attack people and get my shots off. Then in the advanced tab, stick aiming acceleration. If you have not played Battlefield before, or if you don't play FPS games, what most people advise have had this on 0. Like, having this on 0 probably makes more sense to get consistent aiming, but I have it on 100% because I'm just used to it. Basically, what it does is it will increase the speed at which you turn the longer you hold the stick down, I believe is that what it does? Whereas if you have it down on 0, it will be consistent the whole time. I'm just used to that, so I have it on that. You need to work out what works for you. Then, uniform soldier aiming. I would recommend this for a lot of people. It's off as standard, I think. I have it on. It basically kind of tries to make all your weapons feel the same in terms of your aiming, the sensitivity with it. I think that's pretty important for muscle memory, but some people don't use it because they're used to using their own specific things. So just keep that in mind. I recommend that. It will make everything feel a lot more similar for a lot of people out there, but it's up to you. I leave the coefficient as the normal thing. It's up to you. You can alter this to get higher sensitivity and zoom levels and stuff. I don't do much with, I don't really play vehicles, so I don't really alter these, but you can read on the side of the screen what they do there. Some of you will know better than I as to whether you need to change those. And then I leave all this the same because if we go back up, because of this setting. I leave everything else the same because I've got uniform soldier aiming on. So there's that. Controller tuning, vibration, I have it on because I like it, because I need to know, or I like to know I'm being shot via vibration. Again, some people tell you to turn it off, because if you have it off, it doesn't mess with your aim while it's vibrating. Personally, I don't get any problems with that, but it's something you can keep in mind. If you don't really like the vibrations or don't use it, turn it off. It might help you, but I have it on. Centered dead zone, centered dead zone, I have this on 11%, I think it's slightly lower than it normally is, but I'm just used to it basically. But as you change these, you will change how much you need to move the stick in order to get a response from it. This is just what I use. You need to work out your own, but that's mine. And then I don't alter any of these down here. Again, it's a similar premise, how much do you need to press in order to get it to react. So, that's controls. Now we've got gameplay. I have the HUD on, obviously, duh, but I have the motion off. I don't want the HUD moving around the screen, which is on as, I think it's on as default. I don't have that. I want it stuck in place. As I move, as the screen moves, it moves with it. I don't want to have to sort of look for it moving around as I'm working out what's going on. I leave this all as normal. I have the chat log on. Magnify chat I have off because I just don't need it. I don't really change anything here. I changed the crosshair colour. The green just stands out better for me, so I use that. Use whatever works best for you, something that attracts your eyes so you can focus on it. I have the kill log on. I think that's, again, off as standard, I think. Don't know why, but I have that on so that I can see who's being killed around me, or, well, I have everything on. I want to know everything that's going on. I want to know how my team is being slayed. I want to know how that's going to affect the flow of the battle. I want to know if people around me have died. I want to know what people are using to get kills, etc. I have that on. I think it's really important to have that on. I have score log weapon name on. I think that's off as normal. I keep that on. Awards, nothing relevant down here, I don't think. Overlay shadow strength, that's on the standard for me. If you're struggling to see the words on the screen in the HUD, you know, the white writing, turn this up because it will make it darker behind it. But I have it down the normal so don't struggle at the minute. If I do start struggle with that, I'll increase it. And then these, I changed the headshot color a little so it was less close to red. I just wanted to be, I didn't want to get confused between a kill and a headshot. So I have that down on yellow to make it a little bit different for me. And then I don't alter much down here, I don't think so. If you're unsure of anything, obviously you can just stop the video and see what I've got on, but I don't think I changed anything here. Then in advanced, I have these all on as normal. These are the context-based things to lean around cover and such like. Auto aim, or well, auto rotation and aim assist slowdown. I've played with it on, I've played with it off. It's up to you, whatever you prefer. If you have this on, there's a little bit of snapping to the target, but it's not very much. If you have this on, there's a little bit of slowing down the target so you can hold your aim on the target a bit more. It's really up to you what you want to do. I think they're both on as standard. It's up to you. You can decide as you wish, guys. I don't think it does a whole lot in this game, but it can assist you. And then I don't change much down here, I don't think. I leave that all the same. So, onwards, audio. I turn the music, I'm going to flub my words a lot in this. I turn the music all the way down, guys. I think you should probably have it on because it adds to the experience. And it can also trigger at the end of the game. It lets you know that you're getting towards the end of the game. Maybe need to start to up the tempo, get some kills. I have it off because I don't want to mix with my background music for videos. That's the only reason. Sound preset, I have this on 3D headphones. I would recommend this. It's a new thing they've put in. It helps you to better sort of work out where the sounds are around you. At least that's the idea. Currently, I don't get much out of it because I think the audio cues in the game are poor, like footsteps and sort of direction of bullets and stuff. But hopefully that's going to get altered. And when it does, 3D headphones should give you the best sort of scenario in order to work out where things are coming from. So you can sound whore basically if you've got headphones on. If you're not wearing headphones, then it's up to you what you want to use, but that is what I use. I don't change much down here. VoIP, whether you want to hear your squad or not when you're playing with randoms. And that's it. That's all I do there. And then finally we can move to video. I have brightness up at 90%. It's up to you what you want. This helps me to pick people out at the minute. If you're struggling to see, like you're struggling to pick people out because it's dark, obviously turn it up. If it gets too glary, turn it down. It's going to be on you as to what's best for yourself. Field of view, I have mine on 70. I don't know if that's where it's going to remain, but that's comfortable for me at the minute. Having it down at the bottom means that you get a very sort of specific, you know, the default setting, specific square, let's say. It's the normal view. The higher you put it, the more of your peripheral vision you'll get, your left and right while you're playing. I don't put it too high because it gets too much for my eyes. I don't want to be seeing too much going on, and you get that weird sort of spread or sort of dragged out effect. If you get where I'm coming from. So 70 is alright for me. I may increase it a bit in future, but that's what I'm on. It's up to you what you want again. I don't change the ADS field of view though, because I don't want that messed with. When I zoom in, I have the magnification I want. I just want to see what is there. I don't want too much peripheral. I just want that. Motion blur, obviously that'll be up to you though, by the way. Motion blur, down on 0. I don't want to be blurring as I'm moving around quickly. I want to see exactly what's going on. This is on as standard in this game, I think. Turn it off, unless there's a real reason you want it on. It basically makes the edges of your sight all blurry so you can focus on what you're looking at. But me personally and a lot of other people, and I recommend this, I really do, I think you should see what's going on outside your sight. So if someone is running around to the right of where you're looking, maybe they're approaching you, you need to know that. You don't want it blurred. So I want to see the whole screen clearly, even when I'm aiming down sight. So I have that off. I definitely think that should be off, unless you specifically like to have it on. I don't change anything here. And then I turn off all these effects. I turn off all these. If you just want it for your experience, let's say, you just want to enjoy the game as an experience, put them on, make the most of them. But if you just want to focus up, try and do well, you know, be able to see people, not have too much going on screen, turn them all off. My videos that you've been watching, not the first couple, but the last one for sure, and probably the one before that, I had all these off, and no one said it looked bad. In fact, some people said it looked really good, so I recommend having those off if you just care about how you're going to play most of the time. Maybe turn them on if you're going to do war stories or something. But that is basically the settings I use, guys. I hope I've covered everything there. If there's anything you're unsure about, like I say, go back, pause anything so you can see if I didn't cover it. If there's anything you think I missed out, leave it in the comments for other people. It may be something that I don't care about or doesn't help me, but it might help them, so make sure you do that. And yeah, let me know if you've got any questions. I'll try to answer as many as I can. If you enjoyed the video, or rather if it's helpful, because it's probably not very enjoyable, but if you enjoyed the video or found it helpful, a like rating would be very much appreciated. If you're new around here, make sure you subscribe and turn on notifications so you don't miss future videos. There's going to be a lot of Battlefield 5 content coming your way from me. And then feel free to join the Discord server, which is in the description below and my pinned comment. Let's quickly go over to the Board of Awesome for the epic people who like to support the channel on Patreon. That support helps me do this every single day, so thank you so very much to everybody on here. It really does mean so very much to me. If you want to join them on the Board of Awesome, the links to the Patreon page is in the description and my pinned comment. And with that all said, I'm GetGoodGuy, and I'll see you next time. Laters.